This thing is raw, ridiculously raw. And this is not a Gen 1. This is a 2008. I'm not even taking it to the red line. It just wants to kill you. I completely understand how someone could drive this and then say, I am absolutely not gonna buy that death trap. Let's go get the Corvette. This is not a Corvette replacement. This isn't even an honest to God Corvette competitor. It's a completely different beast. This thing doesn't care about you. It doesn't care about your family. It doesn't care about your feelings or your driving skill. It wants to go all out all the time. This is not a good daily driver. This is a track machine. Oh my God, there's so much torque through the entire power band. You have absolutely no need to take it up to redline. I mean, you've got enough torque to slip the back end out in second gear at 2,000 RPM with warmed up Michelin Cup tires. This thing is unnecessary, unnecessarily brutal. It is, I'm sweaty. I'm sweaty. Listen to me. Look at me. Look at my eyes. I'm sweating right now. My AC is on. I'm clammy. I'm sweating and I'm clammy. This thing scares the shit out of me. Now, this is not a review of the 2008 8.4 liter V10 fire breathing monster of a Viper with 600 horsepower as it was new. This is a review of a second-hand Viper. This is not a collector's car, but judging by the wear and tear, creaks and rattles, this wasn't abused, but it's definitely a driver's car. I can tell you the interior doesn't seem like it holds up that well. It's got some cracks on the dash here. It doesn't look like it's been abused. That's how these cars work. It's 2008 American sports car. They're built on the inside like trash, but the engine and transmission would move the world. Oh, I love having fun in this thing in first gear. Once I get over first gear, I've already got enough speed that it starts to frighten me because I know as easy as this thing cuts loose in the rear end because of that immense torque, if I get it broken loose anywhere north of 10, 15 miles an hour, I'm not familiar enough with this car to get it back. Oh, it's got some pops and crackles. I don't think this thing is modified at all. That power is smooth all the way through the power band. You can roll through the throttle. I mean, the whole power band is just so smooth. The only surprise about the power of this car is how violent it is. I mean, it just wants to devour you. It is frightening. It's cramped in here, it rattles, it creaks. The pedal box is really narrow if you actually put your foot over to the left of the clutch on the dead pedal because you want to just sit back and cruise. You're going to basically have to fight your way out. And I wore narrow shoes today knowing that that was going to be the case, and I'm still scraping my foot on the clutch trying to get it up and out of the way. So if you're going to be doing anything spirited or even close to it, you basically got to be hovered over the top of the clutch the whole time because you're not going to have enough reaction time to fight your way up and over it if you need to. Woo! The suspension has so little travel and so stiff that I think I'm just going airborne over these little bitty bumps in the road. I mean, little. This is one of the smoothest roads we could find to test cars on, and for that reason, and I'm still just boom, boom. Like I can feel the back end unsettling over little bumps. I feel like the suspension is having to work itself over the dry leaves in the road. This is more than a driver's car. This is the car that you get in when you want the most raw, I am in charge of this beast experience, and it is frightening and frighteningly fun once you get used to it, and it's a lot to get used to. You might be wondering why on God's green earth would somebody buy this maniacal machine instead of a Corvette? You probably wouldn't. This is not gonna be, for most of you guys watching, is not gonna be your second car. It might not even be your third car. This is gonna be your third or fourth vehicle in the garage, most likely, especially if you're a seasoned car driver, because this thing feels so raw, so fast, so borderline dangerous. It's a heck of a lot of fun. But you have to know you cannot put this in a touring mode or a comfort mode. There's none of that. There's no settings, there's no buttons or knobs or dials to change anything. It's all fixed, it's hard, it's raw, it's balls to the wall all the time. Even when you're cruising, it's trying to shake the juice out from in between your spinal cord. And that's the best thing about the Viper. It is not intended to do anything except give you the most raw and exhilarating American coupe experience that you can buy. My leg is like a rotisserie chicken in this car. Astonishingly brutal. It's like it feels like a kit car. It feels like I put this thing together in my garage and put way too much power in it. I'm not afraid of fast cars, but this is, it's trying to kill me the whole time.